So in the wee small hours of the morning, we start with C major 7. So I would play that in root position. That C major 7 then is changed to C7. The C7 moves down to C6. And then we have a triad that is augmented. The plus is augmented, right? So that means it's a major triad with a sharp 5. Then on measure 3, you go back to major 7. And then back to C augmented. Then we have a D minor 7. I would play that in root position. And D minor 7 going to G is a 2-5, right? So that's your first 2-5. I would circle that 2-5 from D minor 7 in root position. You go to G7 in second inversion because that's how we practice all of our 2-5s. So let's go ahead and play together just that first line, and then we'll move on to the second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. C major, C7, C6, C augmented, C major 7, C augmented, D minor 7, and G7. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. C major 7, C7, C6, C augmented, C major 7, C augmented, D minor 7, G7. Then on measure 5, we repeat that 2-5 in C. So you can circle that 2-5 to remind you it's a 2-5. And then on measure 6, we have a 2-5, and you see how that is half diminished? So that is in a minor key like we've been practicing. So E half diminished is 2 of D minor. And then you're going to go to A7. Ignore that flat 9. Cut that out of there. So you see that E half diminished going to A7 is another 2-5. So circle that. The next measure is also another 2-5 in the key of E minor. Circle that and ignore that flat 9. So you can cut that out of there if you want. So here's F sharp half diminished. So you can circle that F sharp half diminished going to the B7 because that's another 2-5. Now on measure 8, we have our first example of a chord progression that is not a 2-5. So E minor going to G7, they are not related as a 2-5 at all. The G7, do a G7 in second inversion there, because that will lead you back to the C major 7 naturally. All right, let's try playing that second line together on measure 5. 1, 2, 3, D minor, 1, 2, G7, then move up to E half diminished, in root position, A7, then you're moving up again to F sharp half diminished, and B7, and resolving it down in E minor. And then you're going to jump down to G7. So let's stop here for now, and you can just practice for a few minutes just these chords, and then we'll check in a little bit. And if you need one